What's up to Bootcamp Day 2? I hope you enjoyed yesterday's Bootcamp call, a little bit about social media basics, and today we will jump right into the next topic. And if you use what you learned yesterday, the next things that you hear today will bring it to the next level. And before we start, if you can, guys, turn on your cameras. Show me your pretty faces. Leaders show up. Even Neil, he's driving and he's showing up, guys. So show up, put on the camera, because it's a form of respect to the speaker, because it's always a nice thing to see faces when you speak. I speak of experience. It's a lot more familiar and more comfortable when you do. So do that. And then second thing, grab your notes. Pen and paper you gotta have today, because like I said, this will be insane value by someone that knows those things to the blood, to the core. The topic for today's bootcamp is how to interact. So those things he imprinted into his DNA, I think, because whenever you have a question on how you should talk to a person, what you should do once somebody reacted to your story, commented on your picture, this is the first person you can ask, and he has always the best answer for it. So soak it up, because you're speaking or listening to almost Chairman 10, Leander Enrique Borquez. So the stage is yours, bro. You can share screen, whatever you like to do, and then kick it off.
Let's go. Thank you, first of all, for the nice words as always. And yes, I can just say it again. Guys, turn on your camera. Who doesn't have his camera turned on has to rewatch the mentorship I did, because if you would have listened to that, there's like no freaking reason for you anymore to turn not your camera on. Okay, so definitely I know I will speak to those who have the camera on, because I know these people are here to learn, these people are here to get the knowledge, and then these people I'm talking to. So first of all, the topic for today is how to interact, and it's a crazy and easy as topic if you know how. The most important thing in everything we tell you is that you keep it in a pretty simple system. Okay, we like to say KISS. Keep it stupid simple. Okay, KISS. You will hear it in the future more and more and more often. KISS. And everything in business is about KISS. It's about stupid and simple stuff. The most entrepreneurs, they're not doing any special things, or they're doing it in a crazy way. They're just doing it simple. Okay, if you want to build something big, it has to be duplicatable and has to be simple. Okay, so always remember, keep it stupid simple. Yeah. So we will talk about what you do, like Chris said, when you have a new follower, when somebody likes your post, when somebody comments on your post, when somebody does a quick reaction to your story or something like it. Also, we will talk about how to get in touch with people where you maybe think, okay, this guy, this girl, whatever, looks like they want to do business, they have huge potential. I want to talk to them. And then how to go from texting to the first call, to showing them the presentation, to follow up and sign up. Okay, so this all will be discussed today. Okay, so first of all, yes, there will be simple ways. I will give you simple sentences you can follow. You can just say it just word for word like that. But I always recommend bring your own little style in it. Okay, because you have to be yourself always. Everything is better when you are yourself. Okay, so when it's like in social media, there are like 4 points. People have to first get you known, then second, they need to like you, then third, they need to trust you, and then they will buy anything from you. Okay, these are the rules for attraction marketing in any kind of way. So first, they need to know you, something you should write down, because every story should be built on it. Every reel should be built on it. Everything you do should be built on those 4 things. They should know you, they should like you, they should trust you, and then they will buy anything from you. Okay, So those are the biggest 4 points you need to remember. Okay. So when people are texting you or people are like interacting with you through comment, like, or whatever, just open up a conversation with just something simple. Hey, how are you? Hey, what's up? Hey, how are you doing? Okay. It doesn't take much time to go on this Instagram page from another person and to look for some information. Yeah. Often you see where they're from. Yeah, you see maybe a hobby, what they like to do. You see some information, and grab something you can relate to, because there's so many people who like you, they're liking you because they have something in common with you. Okay, they have something in common with you. That's why they like you. Okay, pretty simple. That's why they like posts. That's why they like this and that. So they have something in common with you, and you look for what you have in common with the other person. Okay, and then you have the topic to shortly tap into. Okay, not for long, but to shortly tap into. Don't make it too complicated. Okay, maybe a lot of you guys are playing soccer. Somebody likes your post and they play soccer, and you're like, hey man, what's up? I've seen you also play soccer. Yeah man, I'm playing since I was 4 years old. Nice, where are you playing at? I'm playing this, whatever. Cool, do you want to do it professional in the future? Just do it fluent, just like a normal conversation. Professional in the future? No, don't know. What are you doing in the moment? Yeah, I'm doing an apprenticeship or something. I'm doing internship, or how you guys call it, in this or that way. And then, okay, interesting. Do you see yourself there for the next 30, 40, 50 years? Oh man, I don't know. I'm not so sure what I will do. Okay, man, you know what? Let's have a talk. I was in the same situation as you here, and I found something. I think you've seen it, or you've seen some of it. I found something which really got me excited, and I really believe that I and also you can achieve big with it. If I would send you my number, if I would send you a video which explain it, pretty short, would you watch it? Yes, sure. All right. When I would send it to you today, till when have you watched it? Yeah. How long does it take? Just 20 minutes, bro. Okay. Then I can watch it tonight. Easy. Let's have a call and talk about it tomorrow. How about that? I will send you my number, text me, and I will send you over the video. Okay. Now we go over it again. Maybe you have to watch the recording because you can like nearly copy that conversation. It was pretty simple. So first of all, who are you? And you look for something in common. Okay. You show interest in the person, also show interest in what they're doing. Look for something you can talk about just shortly. Then you switch over a little bit to the future. Okay, yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing for work? What are your goals? What do you want to achieve? Okay, you switch over to that topic shortly. Most people will say, I don't know. Yeah, or they say, yeah, I just want to finish my internship. Then I will see. And then you ask, okay, I was in the same situation, but then I found a solution. Okay, so that's the very important thing. I was in the same situation. I can feel that. I know how that feels. I know how you feel. I know how you think. Okay, people need to feel that you understand them, that you feel how they're feeling. Okay, there's one good sentence. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And you can only care if you can feel the same as a person. If they feel like you feel the same, you know how they feel, you know how the situation is. Okay, so I know how you feel, but I found a solution. And then the ears go like, what solution? Man, tell me about it. Okay, and then there's the next sentence. Okay, you have to translate it maybe in Dutch, but it's very important to say it word by word, just like this. If I would Pünktchen, Pünktchen, Pünktchen. Would you? If I would you? If I would send you a video, if I would explain everything to you, would you take the time? Yeah, you can say whatever you want. If I would invite you to an event, yeah, it's next Saturday, just around your corner. Would you come? It's if I would you, and that's pretty simple. But not to everyone. It's like when you walk into a mall. Okay, in a lot of malls, there are like those two doors. There's the first door and then the second door. Okay, it's because of the air and all the stuff. Yeah, there's the first door and there's a second door to get in the mall. And when you have somebody behind you and you open up the first door and you hold them open for the next person, guess what the next person is doing when they come to the next door? They open up the door and they hold it up for you to go through because you did it before. Okay, it's like in our subconscious mind, when somebody does something good to us, we are more likely to do something for them as well. So that's if I would you. It's like if I would do something for you, would you do something for me? Okay, it's pretty much the same. Okay, so if I would send you a video with all the information, would you watch? Yes, sure. Perfect. It takes only 20 minutes to watch. Till when have you definitely seen the whole information? So it's also important that you ask it because you don't only want to send out the information, you want to make up an appointment for a follow-up already. If you don't follow up, it's like, I don't know, it's like you don't even want the person to start. Okay, because like when I wouldn't do follow-up with people, I would say only out of 1,000 people, maybe 2 would start. Because the rest would just wait for something else to happen. I was a person, I was excited about the information. I was excited about everything here. Marvin, 5 years ago, he told me I was invited to an event. He like, even 4 weeks before the event, he told me a lot of personal development, entrepreneurship, man, you can do so much. And I was like so hyped. I just wanted a way. And then he invited me to that event. I'm like, yeah, man, that's the way I want to go with. But I waited at home for him to call me. I just waited. I wanted to start badly, but I waited for him to call me. Okay. And if you don't do the step, they will not do it. They will wait and wait. And then maybe the excitement level goes down and down and down, and they will never start. Okay, so it's very important to make up the first appointment even before they have watched the information, even before they've seen the information. So if I would send you a video, would you watch it? Yes. Okay, it only takes 20 minutes to watch. Till when have you definitely watched or have seen the whole information? Man, tonight, tomorrow. If they say, oh man, I'm so busy, maybe in 2 weeks. I'm like, then I say, man, are you kidding? Oh, 20 minutes. I bet you have 20 minutes tonight before you go to bed. And then I say, yeah, that's true. Okay, so let's call tomorrow. Next important thing you should write down is that you should arrange the appointments as close as possible. Don't text the person or you text the person one day, 1 week later, you say, oh man, can I send you a video? Next week, oh, let's do a curve before. Next week, whatever. Okay. So everything as short as possible behind each other. If you do it like this, very important, if it's a complete cold contact and they haven't followed you that much, there will be not such a good growth because there's not much trust yet. There's one boost you can do in between sending out the video direct away, which boosts your trust to the person and gives them already a lot of excitement. You build already a relationship with that person. And more much more people will start. And that is if you place between a first call. Okay, is if you place between a first call. What is now a first call? It's pretty much the same. You the same conversation, but you don't say, I will send you the video, I will send you the information. You just say, let's talk. Okay, if I would take 5 to 10 minutes of my time to give you some of the information, would you have the time to talk? Yes, definitely. Okay, here's my number. Text me on WhatsApp and we'll make up the time. Okay, so you get the number, they you send your number, and they text you on WhatsApp, say, hey, what's up? It's Dean on Instagram. And you're like, oh, Dean, nice that you wrote here. When does it fit better for you? It depends on your appointment, in your calendar. Tonight or tomorrow? And tomorrow would be better. Tonight I'm a little bit full. Okay, tomorrow at 6 or 8 p.m. Okay, always gives them 2 answers. If you don't give 2 answers, they can choose from. It takes much longer to answer for the person, and they will say stupid answers sometimes. Okay, sometimes you just ask, okay, when are you free to talk? And they're like, oh, maybe next month, or I'm not sure, maybe in 2 months, because I have so much things around. I'm like, bro, I'm talking 10 minutes, man. You can drive in the car, we can talk, that's no problem. You will find 10 minutes. Okay, so if you just give them 2 answers before, you don't have to do the whole talk. You want to be fast, efficient, and yeah, just do it simple. Okay, so like I said, you make up the call with 2 questions. Okay, today, tomorrow, 8 or 9. 9 would be better. Okay, I will call you at 9. Yeah, and then the first call. Now we go through the first call, because after the first call, the both things I told you already, they will align to the same way. Okay, first call. You are the person exactly at the time you said. Don't be late. You're an entrepreneur. Okay, you want to make you want to show that you're professional. So don't be late. There's no way you should, or nothing why you should be late on the first call. Okay, so really, when it's like 9 p.m. and you said you call at 9 p.m., you call directly at 9 p.m. Very important. Like, the first impression is the most important one. If you are too late or something, they have the feeling like you for a hobby or something, and they don't take you serious. So be on point and call them. Then, first call. First, small talk. Very important. I have the control about this whole call. I have the control about the whole call. So I started. Hey, what's up, man? How are you doing? How was your day? You have the control if you ask the questions. Okay, if you ask the question, you have the control about the call. Hey, man, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. How about you? I'm great. How was your day? Yeah, my day was okay. Okay, what have you done? So I start with a little bit of small talk, and I try to talk like I'm a friend. Okay, because we want to build trust, we want to build a relationship. So I talk like a friend, but not like with slang or something in it. I hope you know that. Okay, I don't know what slang you have in the Netherlands or maybe in South Africa. I don't know what kind of slang you have, but try to do it like a friend, but not too much in the slang. Okay, so still kind of professional. Then they talk a little bit about their day, and then they ask you, how was your day? And you say, doesn't matter how your day was. You say, awesome. My day was exciting, and it was like crazy. If you're still working or do something else, I went to work, I went to school, and then I did something for my business, and I had some appointments, and now I'm excited to talk to you. Okay, energy is key. Energy is key, and people, in this call, the person has to know, or has to understand, or has to, after this call, the person has to want pretty much what you have. They need to want what you have right now. And sometimes if you just tell persons, I'm excited, I love my day, I love my routine, I love doing this business, that's exactly what people want. Most people don't look for the big money in the beginning. They just want a change in their life. They want some more positivity. As everyone loves to talk to positive people, to energetic people. Okay, after you talk to energetic people, you feel like you're energy yourself. You're more motivated by yourself. So be that person. Okay, be that person. Hey man, what's up? Talk everything with energy and smile. People can hear your smile. Okay, I showed you right now, when I talk and I smile, it's like this. You hear my voice. If I not smile, I try to talk happily and I try to talk excited, but it will never be like when I smile. When I smile, you hear it. You hear that I smile. You hear that I'm happy. You hear it, okay? And people want that. Okay, so smile. Smile on the phone. Even if they can't see you, they can hear you, they can feel you. Okay, smile. Smile, energy. Okay, your day was exciting. You did a little bit of small talk. And then you the next question. Because build relationship, you want to build trust. So you need to get the other person on. So what you asked in the beginning is, before we talk about business, let's get us better known. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How old are you? Where are you from? What are you doing at the moment? What are some of your hobbies? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 to maybe 15 years? What's your vision? I'm really excited to hear that. Okay? And again, I thought that sentence before, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. So now's the point where you have to show interest in the person. Yeah, sometimes it's a bit hard. Yeah, sometimes people don't talk much. Sometimes, yeah, I'm 18, going to school, and I don't know where I'm going. Like, oh, cool, you're going to school. When do you finish? Yeah, middle of next year. Oh, okay, crazy, nice. What do you want to do after school? Even if the other person is like with low energy and don't talk much or something, I'm like excited. I'm like, okay, crazy. Yeah. What's coming after it? Tell me more about it. Okay. Because fun fact, people love to talk about themselves. Everyone loves to talk about themselves. There's no other topic, no better topic to talk about yourself. And you enjoy it even more when somebody else is excited to hear about it, is asking question about it. Okay, so be the person who's interested in another person. Okay, crazy. Yeah. This. Okay, what's your vision? Where do you see yourself? Man, I don't know. Okay, let's take a step back and dream together. You could whatever you want. How would your life look? If they still have problem to get the imagination of the future, I say, okay, well, let's make it easier. If I would now just transact you on your bank account 100 million euros, and as soon as 1 million is gone, I will transact 2 more millions. So you do not have to invest it or something. Yeah. What would you do with that money? Oh man, I think I need a new car. Okay, what kind of car? You can choose any car you want. We walk in a car store and there's like every car in the whole world, every car. Which car would you choose? Okay, I step into something really important because people have, you all know, a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. And they also have, they have conscious needs and subconscious needs. Okay, so this is an iceberg. I don't know if you know what I mean. Iceberg. It's an iceberg. Okay, it's swimming in the water. where it's cold, it's made out of ice. Okay. And from an iceberg, like you see the top, but the top is just a little bit. What's way bigger always is what you don't see. It's what's underwater. Okay. And people have their conscious needs, CN, their conscious needs. They know maybe, oh yeah, it would be cool to have a car, have a house, and have a safe job. So many people say that. Okay, but not because they really want it. It's just because they get programmed to only want this. Okay. But there's much more. There's much more underwater, and we have to find that out. That's where we try people to start dreaming again, to start seeing what they really want, to start seeing inside of them. Because if you ask a person, okay, you can choose any car, they will think about it, and one will say, man, I want a Ferrari. The next one will say, I want a Lambo. Next one would say, man, I just want a big ass pickup, man. I just love that. Yeah. The next one will say, man, I don't need a big fancy car. I would love a crazy house. Okay. So everyone has different needs still. So don't put your vision in another person. Don't try to that people like what you like. Everyone has their own needs, but you have to find out with the right questions, and you have to test it out a little bit to get the right feeling for it, to find out the subconscious needs. Okay, you want to find out what that is. What would you do with the money? Do you like traveling? Yes, I like traveling. Okay, what would be the first 3 countries you would travel to? Man, Bali would be crazy. Australia, and maybe South America. Okay, crazy. Nice. Why do you want to travel there? Yeah, because of this and that. They need to see it in their mind. Build the pictures in their mind. Okay. So you ask for yeah, where do you want to travel? Yeah, like traveling. You ask for maybe a car or cars. When they say a car, yeah, I don't know. I don't need such a sports car. I just want a family car. Bro, you have 100 million. Why don't you take 2 cars? Ah, yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah, then I would take 2. Okay, so you have to turn off the lid from those people's minds. They think too small, and we have to help them to think big again, to dream big again. Okay, cars, house. Yeah, if they say, oh, I would love to visit Bali. It's so beautiful. Oh, nice. Do you want to live in Bali maybe? Oh, that would be crazy. Okay, why not? But maybe still having a house near your family would be also good, right? Yeah, that would be also good. Okay, so a house in Bali, a house here. Is there some other place where you want to have maybe a vacation home or something like it? Okay, so just ask questions so people start dreaming. Okay, what experience do you want to make? I don't know how to write it the right way. Experience, I was shit, I suck in grammar. Okay, bad affirmation. Don't copy that. So what experience do you want to make? Do you want to see kangaroos in Australia? Do you want to dive in Mexico and swim with the turtles? Do you want to go skydiving in Dubai? What do you want to do? Just give them some impressions so they can start dreaming. Okay, what experience would I like to have? Okay. Then who do you want to help? Who do you want to help? It's good to be financial in a good state for yourself, but other people in your life you want to help. Most people will say, yes, I want to give back my family. They worked hard for me to give me what I have today. Okay, man. So what would you give your mom? Oh, she definitely needs a new car, like her car's like crazy. Always fucked up and whatever, and I'm scared when she's driving in it. I don't want her to get hurt. I just want a safe car for her, and she has a dream car, but I couldn't afford it. Yeah, what's a dream car? Okay, so get everything in their conscious minds that they know what they really want in life, what they want to achieve, and they have goals. So you find out the goals, okay? And like, it pretty much looks then like this. Okay, that's the person. The person starts dreaming. Beautiful. I know why I had a bad mark in art. So the person starts dreaming. You build up all those dreams, and then you say, sorry, it's a bit hard. And how are you going to achieve it? And they're like, man, I don't know. I was just dreaming. I was just, I don't know. And then you have the solution. You can say, man, good that we talked today. And they get hope again. Good that we talked today. Yeah, good that you texted me. Good that we're in the conversation. It's your luck that we talked today. And they're like, okay. And then they're like very excited for what you say. Okay, but what you're telling them is your story. Okay, then you say, okay, before I dive into that, let me introduce myself so that you get me, that you know a little bit about myself. Okay, there's a pretty simple system about storytelling. Okay, so we want to tell our story. So it's our situation, trouble, opportunity, result, and you go. Okay, that's the story. So as an example, before I started this business, or when I started this business and I was in my first months, I tell my story when I was in this business in my first months. Okay, so the situation was this. Man, I'm 23 years old. I'm studying, working beside 40 to 50 hours a week, a job. I don't have much time. I live alone. I have to go grocery shopping and all that stuff. Work out 5 times a week, go 5 times a week in the gym, and have a girlfriend. So there's not much time. That's the situation. Then there's like trouble. I tapped into it a little bit. There's not much time. So I said, okay, I want to build some. I wanted always to be there for my family later on, because in my case, my father wasn't there for me out of 2 reasons. Because my parents are divorced. Reason number 1, and reason number 2, my father still wasn't there for my other siblings, my half siblings, because he was always at work. He's making maybe good money, but he's never there. He never saw them really how they grew up. And I just want, for me and my family, that I can be there for my kids, that I can see how my kids are growing, that I can really have an impact on my kids. And another situation was like holidays. You have, in a normal job, you have so less vacation days. I had like 24 vacation days a year. 24. That's nothing. That's nothing. And I couldn't even choose when to take them, because I have to ask my boss if I can, please. Okay. And my boss can say no anytime. So I just have 24 days in my life where I can choose what I want to do. And the boss still can choose when I have them. I felt more and more like I'm in a cage, more and more like I'm a slave. My boss said me when to get up because I need to work. My boss tells me what my worth is, because he decides how much money I get. And I don't want it for my life. Okay, so trouble. I don't want it for my life. So I searched for something else. And I had a lot of luck, because in my case, a complete stranger came up to me. His name was Marvin, and he texted me. He introduced me in this crazy ass opportunity. I was skeptical at the beginning, but I asked my skeptical questions, and I got right into it, because I saw the opportunity. I saw what's behind it. I saw the results in other people how their life is, how they're living. And I really wanted it. And I saw the risk reward. The risk wasn't so big, but the reward was crazy as hell. I couldn't even imagine it. So I started this opportunity. It's just 1 month ago. I'm pretty fresh. I'm pretty new. But even now, I have now a crazy ass community. So I met so many people. They're so positive. They all have big dreams and goals. We are supporting each other to achieve big. And my personality is starting to change. I'm feeling that I'm getting more passionate about it. I'm passionate about something. I really love to get up. I love to get up early. I love to do more stuff. I love to be disciplined. There's so many points in my life where I already changed, and I'm so happy and grateful for it. And I see where this thing is going. Okay, very important. I set my result. I'm just 1 month in my story right now. I don't have money results, but you don't have to talk about money. Nobody cares how much you make, how much money you make. Nobody cares about it. Nobody. They care about how are you feeling? What has changed? Okay, tell them about those things. And then the next year goal, you have to tell them where you are going, because people only follow people who know where they are going. Okay, so my goal to the end of the year is, when I started this business, I was like really excited. I had like the really, really good goals. I didn't achieve those goals, but I knew I will achieve it in the future soon. I always stick to the plan. My goal was in the first year to make 10,000 a month. I said, by the end of the year, I will make 10,000 a month. That's my goal. And I know which you can do. And it's facts. There have been people in this business who made 10,000 a month in a year or even less. In BYOB, there was even persons who made it in 6 months. Yeah, not the chairman 10. They made in trading 10K a month. But there also were people, not in BYOB yet, we're still evolving in network marketing, but in other teams in IM Academy, there were people who made the chairman 10 in less than a year. So also that is possible. Okay. So that's your story. Situation, trouble, opportunity, result, year goal. Important, before you go in the first call, write your story down for yourself. Write your story down. Okay, write your own story. Network marketing, the person who tells his story the most makes the most money. Always. The person who's telling a story the most is making the most money. Okay, so practice your story and tell your story so many people as possible so they can relate. What I do now, the little bit advanced version of it, but just a little bit, is I highlight in my story things where the other person can relate to. Okay, that's the reason why I say tell me a little bit about yourself. I want to hear, what is the other person doing? Where's the interest on the other person? Where are the hobbies from the other person? What are maybe the struggles from the other person? Because when I have the information, I can put it in my story as well. I can highlight it in my story. When somebody says, I like to do sport, I highlight that I started lifting when I was 15. I nearly went on stage when I was 19. And I talk about that more. I talk that I worked as a personal trainer. I managed a store. If they have nothing to do with fitness, I don't talk a lot about fitness. If they say some other stuff, I talk maybe about other stuff. If they say my vacation days, I hated that I have so less vacation days. I talk more about that, about freedom, about traveling, because I know the person wants that. Okay, so be a little bit flexible with it, but you always have like your system, your simple system, and then you just highlight the things the other person has already. Okay, very important, always tell the truth. Okay, always tell the truth, always be yourself. Don't fake something, don't tell any lies. Yeah, just highlight things different for other people. Okay, Hope that is clear. Easy. So after you told your story, the person's like, okay, crazy, yeah, I feel it. I add one sentence, and that is, I am nothing special. I am nothing special. Because after you told your story, there might be people who don't believe in themselves. They think, oh, you're crazy, your story sounds so amazing. They don't think they can do it. Okay, so I'm not special. But I know we found a system which is easy to follow and which can definitely create success for everyone who just sticks on it. Okay, so people get more belief in themselves. People think, okay, yeah, they have a system. There's something I can follow. I can just stick to, and I can do it. Okay, so the whole conversation is pretty much like a roller coaster for them. Okay, it's pretty much like a roller coaster for them. Okay, at the beginning, they're like, hello, what's up? And then you're excited, hey, what's up? Then you like, tell me a little bit about yourself. Then it loses a bit of energy. You always try to bring it up again, yeah, with excitement and questions and all that stuff, but it loses a bit of energy. And then your story follows. And then I'm nothing. And then they're like, okay, yeah, that's crazy. And then they start like disbelieving in themselves. And then you're like, okay, I'm nothing special. We found a system, and I get excited again. Okay. So it's always like this. And that's a good speech, a good talk should always have its up and down. A good chart has always have to have its up and down. If it's just going up, don't trade it, man. The correction will fuck you up. Don't trade it. Okay, it's pretty much the same here. Okay, so we always have to have the ups and downs. Or I forgot even one up and down, and that's like, what are your dreams and goals? And they're like, oh man, I don't know. And then you start building it up, and then you say, okay, and how are you gonna achieve it? And they're like, oh man, I don't know. And then I got a solution. Okay, so it's really like this, and it's really interesting conversation. Okay, so you finished your stuff, you said that sentence, and then you say, man, I just look at the clock. I didn't thought that we take so long, but it was such an interesting conversation with you. Okay, so people feel like, oh man, I'm an interesting person. Okay, you give them a compliment, they feel good. Okay, it's such an it was such an interesting conversation. How about that? I will send you out a video which will only take 20 minutes to watch, which gives you all the information about the business. Till when have you watched it? So it's pretty much the same again. And they say, man, okay, I think I can watch it now. Often they say, because they're excited after this call, I think I can watch it now. Easy. My schedule is pretty full tonight. If it's really full, if you have time, try to make a follow-up as soon as possible. Okay, if you have the possibility. Otherwise, do it the next day. Okay, but we can arrange something for tomorrow. Till when do you work? You know a little bit about the information of the person. Till when do you work? Till when is your school? So it's easier to find a free spot if you ask the question before. If you say then, when do you have time? In the morning, evening, lunchtime. You don't have to ask that if you know when the person is working. Because of the talk you had, you know if the person is maybe doing some sports or something else during the day, then you can ask also when they are doing that. So you know where the free spots are in that schedule. Okay, and then you can just say, okay, what does fit better for you? Before you're going to the gym, like at 5 p.m. or after the gym at 9 p.m. Yeah, 9 p.m. would be better. Okay, crazy, good. Let's fix that fix it up. 9 p.m. I will send the video. Make sure you really watch it. Take a piece of paper and a pen. With that, you can make it much more serious for the person. Take a piece of paper and a pen and write down every question you have. Write down some information, like main information you think you need to remember. And then we will talk about it. I will get back to all your questions you have. And I'm excited to hear from you again. All right, yeah, I'm excited too. Perfect. Can I count on you that you really watch the video till our appointment? I get another confirmation from the person. Okay, I'd show them again. It's serious. It's like we're not playing or something. It's serious. Yes, definitely you can. All right, I've put it in my calendar. Perfect. That's next confirmation. See you then. Bye. And then you hang up. Okay, so that is a first call. A first call is very powerful because just think about it. When you text maybe somebody on Instagram and they're like, hey man, what's up? I see you do this and that. Okay, just short conversations through Instagram. And then they say, I sent you out a video. You have like no relation to them, no really trust to them. It can work. It's like the easiest way to send out information, but you have very bad quote. You have to send it out to way more people to start to sign somebody. Okay. But if you do a first call before, you have the relationship, you have the trust, you know the goals from the person. I can recommend you to make notes while you do the first call. Make notes about their goals. Make notes what they like, what they don't. Okay, because that is really powerful information. When you have it, you can play with it. Because if a person later on says, I'm not that sure, you can say again, okay, I thought you want to buy your mom a new car. You said you're scared that she doesn't come home safe. How do you want to do it? Oh man, you're right. Okay. So you have like the hot buttons. Okay. So really take information, just cool dreams, cool girls, okay, and just listen to it in here and out next year. Okay, write it down and use it. And there are so many companies who are paying a lot of money to get such information from people, to get their interest and all that. They're paying a lot of money. Okay, so that's what you do when persons are texting you, but also it's not a lot of difference when you text another person. What I can recommend you, if you say, okay, I really want to impact people, I want to grow faster, I don't want to be dependent on other people, I want to be an independent businessman. So I will take action on people and don't wait till people take action on me. Okay, so then what I can recommend you is look for people who live nearby you. First thing, look for people who have the same interest as you have, like playing soccer. I don't know what hobbies you guys all have, like several hobbies. Look for maybe some sport clubs around your area where maybe people are in like that area. So you have people to talk to because you want a team out of cool people, out of people you like and you can relate to and you can have fun with also. So look for your interest and just go on Instagram, geotag, where would you chill? Or where would people chill who are like you? Geotag and then look for the locations. Hashtag, look for the hashtags, whatever. And then just text them and first talk about something you're passionate about, talk about something you have in common. And then the conversation comes pretty quick to a topic like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Man, I'm working, but I'm building a business beside. Oh, crazy, interesting. What kind of business do you build? I would love to tell you more about it. It's a bit hard to say to tell it here in a few sentences, but if you're interested in building maybe a business by yourself, or you just are interested in what it is exactly, let's have a conversation. Here's my number. Just be like, how do you say it? In German we say locker. Just be fluffy. I don't know how well, like relaxed. Just be relaxed, be yourself. So I know in network marketing, I'm not dependent on anyone else. Okay, I'm not dependent on any one of you guys. Love you all, and I would love to still work with you, but anyway, because I know it sounds maybe hard, but I can replace everyone. I can just start new people. Okay, I can just start new people, and you can also do it. So don't be like so focused on, oh, this guy, I want to start him really bad. There are millions of other people out there. There's so many people who are waiting for an opportunity just like that. There are people struggling in their life right now, near your area. And they would love to hear something about an opportunity like this. And you have the juice, man. You can share it. Okay, so always remind that. And now, to do a little bit more, but so much information you guys need to pick on. So edifying is the next step. Okay, so when you make the next appointment, they watch the video, or you invite them to an event. Okay, you need to follow up. You need to make a follow-up call, and you don't do the follow-up call by yourself. But out of my experience, I can tell you, don't tell them before there's another person in the call. Okay? Don't tell them before that there's another person in the call. Why? I will explain to you in a second. Okay, why? Because people get scared. They get scared. They just think, oh, who is it? And if you do it before a big edifying, they're getting nervous and they're like, ah, man, I don't know. I'm not that serious about it yet. I don't want to waste your time. And then they don't join the call. Okay. But if they are in the call and you start doing a big edifying at first, like as an example, like Akshay comes in the call. Akshay is like my prospect. I'm like, hey, man, what's up, Akshay? How was your day? What have you done? I do a little bit of small talk, we're on a good vibe, and then you don't know what just happened. And he's like, what? Man, I organized something really crazy for you. I didn't even knew I can make it happen, but I just made it happen. Okay, so I talked to a person who's like a mentor of me, who's really special to me, who's doing this business even longer, and I was just so excited about our conversation. I told him a little bit about you, and he said he's up to jump in the call. And I was like, what? Okay, and you have to understand, this guy has like really no time. This person has like so much things to do every single day. He's building this business big, has so much responsibility, has even done so many produced in this business, and he has to do it. But he's still that he will be here today just for you, to give you the right information, to answer all the questions the right way. And that's insane. I know I could have done it, but I know he will do it much, much better. And you will see it from a completely even more crazy ass perspective after that call, after you talk to him. Okay. So I would just put him here in the call, and bro, do me one favor. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Okay. Like he's really a mentor to me. He's an icon for me. And I'm so excited that he's here taking his time off. So please be grateful also for his time, value his time, make some notes when he talks, because when he's talking, there's like liquid gold coming out of his mouth. And you just have to catch it, man. You just have to catch it. And then the next person comes in. And what happens there? The person is grateful that you introduced another person in this call. Not something, they may be a little bit nervous then, but they're grateful because they have such a crazy opportunity. Most of the time, people they're scared of things they don't know. They have things they maybe can avoid. Okay, if they have the opportunity to avoid things, they avoid it. If there's like a beautiful girl they normally would like to talk to, but they could avoid it, most people would avoid it. Most people would avoid it because they don't have the balls. But everyone would love to talk to her, to the woman, okay, to the girl. But they still avoid it because they're scared they can do something wrong. But if the woman starts talking to them, they're happy. And it's pretty much the same here. Okay, just that there's no woman, but there's a crazy ass opportunity. And they wouldn't have the balls if they knew it before to be in the call. But if they're just in the corner, the person jumps in, then it's okay. All right. I have to move on. I have to open up an onboarding call for the whole German squad. I do every single week an onboarding call at 8 p.m. for everyone in Germany. So I hope you got a lot of value. I know you might have to rewatch the recording because I just gave you a blueprint with sentences you can just take. You can just say what I said, and it will work. It sounds maybe stupid and you don't know, you maybe don't think it will work, but it will work. The first time I read GoPro, many of those informations are out of the book GoPro. I can recommend you the book GoPro from Eric Worre. It's like 7 steps to a network marketing pro. It's a small book. It's crazy as fuck. It's crazy as fuck. And I read in there sentences and I took them and I just said them to the person, just write word for word like it. And it worked. And pretty much here, like in this call, you can just copy what I said, do it a little bit in your own style, and out, and you see that you will talk to a lot of people, that you build a relation to a lot of people, you build your network to a lot of people, and then out of that network, you will build your team step by step. And then P150, P600, P1K, let's go for chairman. Let's get it, guys. I'm excited. So I wish you all a great evening. Thank you for having me here. And I'm excited for the next day, tomorrow, Bootcamp Day 3. I still have to promote a little bit. Bootcamp Day 3. I know it will be, and I know a guy will do this call. And like I know, he is always preparing a lot of stuff. He's like Mr. Preparation. He loves to do like even those flyers. It's like so spontaneous. He just did it because he just loved to level everything a bit up, to do it a little bit more professional, to give you the best of the best. And yeah, I'm excited for day 3 because it's about building your personal brand. It's about building your personal brand. That is something where I still get more and more into it. I have a big vision for my personal brand in the next 2 years. A really big vision. And there will come crazy things. And I know Chris is also working crazy on his personal brand right now. He launched his podcast, and he's everything he's doing right now. You see how professional it gets when he does something. It's insane. Okay, and he not only did a lot of things for himself, but he also watched a lot of people. He was always connected to really big guys. Not only in our company, even before in other company, he was always connected to the big guys. And he was always looking over the shoulder and seeing what they did. He got a lot of insights, a lot of information out there because he was just a good friend from these crazy guys. So what he will bring up tomorrow will be the juice. I know it. So definitely be there. Tell everyone to be there. And I'm excited for day number 3 of the bootcamp. Let's get it. I'm out. Thank you.